Are these wrestlers overrated, perfectly rated, or underrated? Find out today. If you're new around here, drop a like, subscribe for more awesome wrestling content. Do you know we're 21 subscribers away from 400 subscribers? You guys are insane. Simply the best. I love you guys. Now, enough of my yapping and shameless plugging in. Let's start the video. First guy, Roman Reigns. Either you're going to click off at this point, or you're going to be like, yeah, Creed, talk that shit. Roman Reigns, overrated. I already hear it. The tribal chief, the OTC. Hell, hold up. Let me explain. Give me like 30 seconds to explain this. Roman Reigns is one of the few, and I mean few, top guys who get this much slack and like excuses. Like there's so many guys like John Cena. He gets dogged on for the Nexus. How much? And let's be real with ourselves. How many people in Nexus was actually worth a damn? Wade Barrett. That's it. That's legit. That's all. That's all, folks. Story over. Roll credits. So yeah, and to this day, people hold that above his head. Like, oh, how dare you, Mr. Cena? And like, look at Roman. Look what Roman's did. His 6 years of overshadowing how many people that deserved the spot he got. Dog shit promos, dog shit segments, dog shit feuds. And yes, half of it is booking. But the other half falls on Roman. And most of their time, he just couldn't do it. And yes, the OTC is an iconic character. The Bloodline was one of the biggest moments we got in WWE since the Attitude Era. Let's be real. Let's give him credit for that. But people forget it was heavily carried by the Usos as well, Sammy and Solo, and Paul Heyman. People give all credit to Roman, but it's not just Roman who carried that. And worked with Kevin and other great wrestlers as well. Then on top of that, he buried the main event scene with Brock Lesnar in 2022. He ruined LA Knight's momentum and Drew McIntyre's momentum in 2022 and 2023. Then he did nothing for a year with the belt at the end of his run and had a shitty match with Jey Uso, LA Knight, the really underwhelming fatal match at the Royal Rumble that year. LA Knight was the best part of that entire match with AJ Styles and Randy Orton as well, and that says a lot when you're outshining AJ Styles and Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. So yeah, and after he lost the belt at WrestleMania 40, what did he do? What has he done in the last 2 years besides his feud with Punk in the main event match with Seth and Punk at 41? Nothing. The Jacob stuff with Solo and the tag match with Cody was lame. Anything he's done with the division has been mostly lame. He got a cheat or Rumble win that no one will forget about in like 2 years. The Seth and Punk feud was not the best. It could have been way better, but it was still a great match. I do love the match. And then on top of that, this Punk and Roman feud has been kind of underwhelming because, in my opinion, I just think Punk should win, and Roman has been outclassed and outgunned on the mic easily. And then we have just overall, compared to his career to others, I'm taking 20 people above Roman Reigns. If I could sit here and actually name it and not go any more further or much longer, because I don't want this video to be too long, I can name 20 guys. And WWE, I'm taking Roman every day of the week and twice on Sunday. And that's not shame, it's just honesty. And his fans cannot stand when you do any kind of criticism. It's like, he's the OTC. Yeah, bro, it was cool like the first 40 different times you said it. Let's pipe down. Hop off his nuts. John Cena. John Cena is a weird case. He's so overrated. He's so underappreciated. But I feel like he's perfect. He's actually perfectly rated. How many people, like I said previously, how many people still give Cena crap for burying like Damian Sandow, the Nexus, so many other people? How many people give Cena crap for not being a good wrestler and not doing anything worth note? But even though Cena has some of the most iconic promos, segments, stories, and matches in his entire career, the trilogy with AJ Styles, the first match with The Rock, the match with Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam, his matches with CM Punk, his Edge feud for Christ's sakes, I mean, those alone are some of the most iconic and well-talked-about moments in WWE history in the last 20 plus years. I mean, his debut with slapping Kurt Angle. I mean, his thugonomics gimmick, for Christ's sakes. I mean, shoot, I take it a step further. His stuff with the Authority was actually really good too. His match with Seth at SummerSlam before that shitty ending was actually really great. His United States Open Challenge run was phenomenal. I mean, he has some pretty solid matches throughout his career as well. JBL stuff, Umaga. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And yes, we could sit here and nitpick that, oh, he was really bad during the PG era. He was really bad as Super Cena. But also, compared to what, 3-4 years out of like 20-some years career, compared to like Roman Reigns. Been wrestling since what, 2013? And his first 6 years were dog shit. And he's still very talented even during his peak. Yeah, I mean, what else can you really say there? So I think Cena's perfectly rated. Warrior. Carried heavily. Hogan's. That doesn't work for me, brother, dude. Carried him to a 5-star banger. Yes, their main event match is a banger at WrestleMania. And no one will change my mind. It's fun. It's fun. I'm sorry, okay? Like, sue me. I enjoy it. He's overrated as hell. Charlotte Flair. Overrated. I mean, look, I'm talking about overall career, not just wrestling, not just mic work, everything. Character, segments, stories. Charlotte Flair has the moments, and she has the wrestling. But promos, segments, stories, overall career, I think she's the weakest at the Four Horsewomen. And before you go, well, that's crazy. She's the best wrestler, probably. Mercedes Moné has been phenomenal. She's like has such a great run. Becky has been so consistently well, and Bayley's just underappreciated. I mean, her work in COVID, like not COVID, during quarantine, during COVID, well, that's still the same thing, was phenomenal. A lot of people saw it because no one was really watching wrestling at that time. I didn't watch that much during that time. I had to go back and rewatch a lot of that. I hate the mic, sorry y'all. So I get it, you know. Anywho, so yeah, if it's comparing to like Becky, Bayley, Mercedes Moné, I'm taking all of them before Charlotte Flair, to be honest. That'd be a hot take, but that's just me. The icon, Sting. Sting is one of them guys where like you love Sting growing up and you go back and look what Sting has done and you just love him more. From Surfer Sting to WCW, like the Crow Sting, to his stuff in TNA, his short run to WWE, and his stuff in AEW, it's just beautiful, man. Like, he has him and his work with Vader is some of my favorite matches to rewatch. I've rewatched him and Vader so many other times. Like, I don't know, man. Some of the matches just hit for me. And also, I'm a big Vader guy. Big Van Vader. He's ironically in my top 20s all-time favorite wrestlers. Like, personal bias, I love me some Big Van Vader. And you have some of my favorite matches with him. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, Sting is so great. Like, his character, his impact. I mean, you see the face paint go, oh, it's Sting, you know? I love Sting. Shout out to Sting. Perfectly rated. Randy Orton. Once again, I think Randy Orton has the same problem to a certain degree, kind of like Taker does too. Where Taker's first few years on the main roster, he was kind of doing like nothing, and it was kind of like filler or like mainly character work. Well, Randy's not as bad, but there's like kind of certain spots. Like, look, let's break it down. Randy's career is always doing something, but there's more highs and there's a lot of lows. Like Evolution, his Legend Killer gimmick. And then after that, he was kind of like flowing through the motion. Then it was Bald Randy, and he was kind of flowing through the motion. And then he was, I want to say 2011, Randy was underrated. You know, his feud with the Nexus and CM Punk. Then 2012, he was feuding with Kane, nothing too crazy. Then 2013, 2015, he had the Authority stuff, feud with Cena some more, of course. Stuff with Seth at WrestleMania 31. 2016, kind of floating around, and he did his stuff with Brock, and did the stuff with the White family, and etc. So like it's yin and yang with Randy. One year he's just kind of gone for the motion. Next year it's the greatest thing you ever seen. It's the best story. It's much watched TV. Match of the night. So yeah, there's not really a consistency, but there is a consistency, if that makes any sense. It's not always greatness, it's not always legendary, but it's still good enough to go, oh yeah, I remember Randy Orton doing that in 2011. I remember his stuff with Christian. I remember his stuff with The Authority. I remember his stuff with the Wyatt family, Cena, etc., etc. So yeah, I say Randy Orton has just consistently been great to legendary his entire career. And honestly, people know his place. He's not top 5. He's barely top 10. He's in that outside range between like 15 and 12 in my opinion. So maybe even in the top 10 now. So yeah, I mean, people respect it and people love Randy Orton. The RKO is iconic. Honky Tonk Man. I love Honky Tonk Man. Super, super underrated. I think it's getting to do great. Just like most people in wrestling, they wasn't phenomenal wrestlers, but he was okay for his time, you know. Shout out to Honky Tonk Man. Just want to give him some love. The Miz. Actually, as the years go by, The Miz has become perfectly rated. He gets a lot of unnecessary hate, but a lot of people say he's underrated. Like, everyone's like hot wrestling takes. It's like, I think The Miz is underrated. If everyone calls The Miz underrated, is he actually underrated? Question mark. And that's not Miz slander. I'm just being honest. It's just the problem with The Miz. Like a lot of wrestling greats, either they're consistently good or there's a lot of like periods in their career where they're just not doing much. Like, no offense, yeah, he's had some great promos, some great moments here and there, but you're not thinking about, oh man, all the great work The Miz has done. Let's think about it. And you gotta kind of sit there and think about, like, well, he feuded with Cena Mania 33. That was shitty. He was IC champion during that time, and he was his only consistent champion there for a while. What did he do after that? He had the B team, I think, or during it. So you see what I'm saying? It's not like his career was like a Randy Orton or John Cena or Sting, you know? It's not iconic legends, but it's not like Curtis Axel, jobber bum who didn't do nothing. He's a great career. He's won the World Championship twice, Money in the Bank winner. I mean, he had a great career. What more can you really ask out of a career, you know? So, yeah, I think he's perfectly rated. Bayley, like I previously said with the Roman segment, her stuff during the pandemic was very good. No one really talks about it because not many people were watching. She's consistently putting on great matches, great promos. I mean, she's good on the mic. She's good in the ring. She's consistently great. I mean, there's some gray areas in her career. And also, her injuries have kind of really slowed her down, too. But I don't think she gets enough love as she should. In my humble opinion. Liv is like Dak Prescott, in my opinion. And I mean that in the... People respect Dak Prescott, but if he wasn't on the Cowboys, he'd get a lot more love. And that's how Liv was for a long time. Liv was that person, well, she's cool, but it's Liv Morgan. Like, oh, it's Dak Prescott. He's on the Cowboys, though. That's just how I see it, you know? So, yeah, anywho, shout out to Liv Morgan, though. She's really grown on me over the last few years, because no offense, if you told me 3-4 years ago that I'd actually care about Liv Morgan, excuse me, I called you a liar and your mama a liar. So, she's really run me over. I'll give her credit. Triple H, I'm the game. Overrated. There's been this weird history since a lot of people have been hating on Triple H more that, oh, Triple H has a great career. Triple H is part of a lot of great moments. But we're talking about all-time greatness. And we're naming out legends. And we're talking about The Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, John Cena, Randy Keith Orton. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, we're talking about some of the all-time greats here. We're throwing out the Bretts and the Hogans and yada 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 yada. Right. And when people like to go, I think Triple H is top 5. Triple H top 10? I can live with that. Triple H top 15, top 20? Yeah, I get that. Anything beyond, anything past 8, I can't see him there. Cause like alone, Triple H has a good career. It's just when you're married to the owner's daughter and you screw a lot of people over to get to where you were at, and you're known to be a prick and shit like that, it's just hard to be like, oh yeah, his career was legit, and he was not handed anything at all. No. And like Triple H is like, his match catalog is insane. Like, he has some bangers, for Christ's sakes. It's just overall in his career, the Reign of Terror, this shit with the Authority got really old real quick. I can't lie. Beating Sting for no reason. There's a lot of oh, he did that. Like the Booker T story. I mean, straight up racist as shit, and he beat his ass. That's not a good look, Hunter. So yeah, overrated. John Moxley. I was gonna do Dean Ambrose, but I just went with John. I think he's I think he's perfectly rated. Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, you could say is overrated, but she's one of the biggest names in the company, so her push and always being there makes perfect sense. But a lot of people don't understand that, because it's like, oh, she's always in the world title scene. It's Rhea Ripley. It's the most popular woman wrestler in the company. She sells the most merch. This is WWE's logic. They do this logic a lot. It's annoying, I agree, but it's just how they cooperate. Rhea is overall a solid wrestler. Solid on the mic. Solid character work. She is getting stale, though. I do believe she needs something fresh at the Mania 42. She needs to do something. I don't know what, but she needs to do something. If not, she will be definitely going to the overrated category. Kofi Kingston. I love Kofi. Kofi is very underrated. Has a great world title run. He's part of one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history. He's a great mid-carder. He is constantly good on the mic. He has emotions, solid stories. He's underrated as hell. He's one of my all-time personal favorite wrestlers. Like Kofi, like when he was Jamaican, was one of my favorite wrestlers, and I thought he was so fun because he looked like he was actually having fun wrestling, you know? Because as a kid, you see these big, mean, tough dudes fighting each other. Ooh, they're mean and big. And Kofi's like, yeah, look at me, dude. I'm jumping out the top rope. I'm jumping through the ropes. I'm living my life. It's like, yeah, dude. I want to be that guy. So yeah, I got a lot of love for Kofi. Very underrated career. Sheamus. Crazy enough, Sheamus is underrated too. And now I understand Sheamus doesn't have the best character work. He doesn't have the greatest promo skills either. He's pretty solid, average, whatever. But consistently, Sheamus has always been part of something good. I mean, when he first got on the roster, the King of the Ring win, his stuff with Cena. I mean, I enjoyed his feud with his feud with Sheamus. His feud with Big Show was really good. His stuff with Randy Orton was really good. His feud with Daniel Bryan was really good, in my opinion. I mean, excuse me. His heel turn was pretty cool. It's just Roman and him was not really meshing well because like it was 2015, 2016-esque Roman. I mean, what the hell were we expecting to happen here? Let's be for real for a second. I mean, his stuff was like working with Cesaro with the bar. That was legendary. I mean, his Roman United States title, his match was like with Matt Riddle and shit like that. His match was God, I just forgot their name. My bad. His during stuff with the War Games with like him and Drew working together is great. His during Triple Threat with Drew and Gunther was amazing. His chase for the IC title has been pretty fun when he's been on TV. I mean, just consistently always in good stuff, always doing something, you know, when he's healthy. I mean, what is there to hate? You feel me? AJ Lee. She's a pioneer. She's done a lot, but coming back in the modern time of women's wrestling has really showed how much she does not fit with modern women's wrestling. It's pretty bad. I can't lie. I don't want to slander AJ Lee. I don't hate AJ Lee. Most of these wrestlers on this list I actually like and enjoy. It's just, let's be for real for a moment. The Bella Twins. The biggest fake legends of all their time. And you will not change my mind or convince you otherwise. Who gets excited for the Bella Twins unless you're just low-key being horny? And if you are, I see you. I know what kind of man you are. I know. Anywho, Alberto Del Rio. You're telling me. You're looking at me in my eyes, and you're telling Mr. Talking Smack with Creed, Mr. Creed, that you had the biggest Royal Rumble ever. the winner. And the Money in the Bank winner that same year was not John Cena, no. Sheamus, no. Big Show, no. Randy Orton, no. CM Punk, no. Chris Jericho, no. Dolph Ziggler, no. Fucking Batman, no. It's Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del who? Alberto Del Rio was barely on the roster for 6 months when he won the Royal Rumble. And basically less than a year into his career, he was a Royal Rumble winner of the biggest Royal Rumble and a Money in the Bank holder. People forget his career in the league was like from like 2010-ish to like 2016, a 6-year career, and he was a four-time world champion, I think a 2-time United States champion, Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner. Chris Jericho doesn't have a Royal Rumble win. Chris Jericho. Or Money in the Bank. But Alberto Del Rio, those guys. Oh my. Not good in the ring. Not good on the mic. He was a flat baby face. He was a basic bare bones heel one-on-one. Vince was on some good stuff because I don't even understand what he saw. Look, man. I'm sorry, but get him off my screen. Get him off screen. I'm going to skip Seth, come back to him. Logan Paul. Logan Paul is overrated not because like, oh, Logan Paul is complete dog shit. I don't like Logan Paul. I don't. I try to be unbiased about how I feel about him as a person. Logan Paul is a solid mid-carder. He is. But a lot of people that come online saying he is this best heel in the company right now. He is not. Logan Paul is heel one-on-one. He comes out, gets cheap heat, and most of the time people boo him because he's a shitty person. So yeah. He is a smidge overrated. He is a smidge. And last and not least, we have Seth Freaky Rollins. Excuse me. Now here's the question when it comes to Seth. Seth has a weird career. Always being number 2. Every time he got to the top position, he always had it go to shit or get hurt. So where do we put Seth? Seth has a phenomenal career, great achievements, great wrestler, good on the mic, good character work. You could say he's underrated, you know? I mean, he doesn't get as much love as Roman or John does. John is overall the best package. Roman has one of the best peaks in wrestling. But you could call him overrated because, you know, you could say Roman and John's better. But honestly, in my opinion, I'm taking Seth over Roman. I am. That could be my hot take of the video. But Seth is just perfectly rated, in my opinion. He gets a lot of love, he gets a lot of hate, and honestly, every criticism of him is valid, but also all his love is also valid too. So, yeah, this has been the list. This has been everyone I've done. If you want a part 2 of this, I gotta do a part 2 of the, excuse me, let me make sure I'm about to say the right tier list. Yes, I'm pulling up my YouTube channel. On my phone. So he's like, what are you looking at? My phone. Ranking wrestlers based off their fan base. I said if I get 10 likes, I would make a part 2. And somehow, you crazy cats gave me 20 likes. So yeah, I have to give the people what they want. And I'm going to be making a part 2 sometime this weekend. And it'll be posted probably Monday. So yeah, if you're interested in that, wait for Monday. But since you made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe to this video too. And like always, once again, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace out and take care.